Okay, this is 6.3, Fundamental Theorem of Calculus. Question number 2 says at time t in hours after taking a tablet, the rate at which the drug is being eliminated, so of course leaving the body, is given by this function, the rate, so that's the derivative, milligrams per hour, assuming that all the drug is eventually eliminated. So in the long run, we're looking at starting time in the beginning and then some very, very large number. So the very first thing you want to do is find the antiderivative. What I did is I just brought the 50 out front. Remember, these are the e to the kt, and so the antiderivative is 1 over k, and then e to the kt, minus 1 over k, e to the kt. And so now I'm going to evaluate that I have my antiderivative. I'm going to do my f of b minus f of a. So b, you just plug in some really big value. And then a, I'm plugging in 0 right here and here. And this p, and here I say you can put the first bracket in your calculator if you want. But if you really, really, really understand exponential functions, I don't have to do this. I know that this piece right here is 0. How do I know that? Because I'm smart, right? No, because e to the negative some big value. Think about what e to the negative x looks like. So e to the negative x is getting closer and closer and closer and closer to 0. So that makes sense that this piece right here, I really didn't even have to compute it. That's going to 0. The only thing you have to be careful of, since it's f of b minus, don't lose that minus sign. Notice I have it right here. And then I kind of did a couple of steps because for some reason students have some issues of putting this in your calculator. So go through these steps. Don't just sit here and look at it and say, looks good, Cindy. Go through, put this in your calculator. So plug in all this in these brackets, and you should get negative 20, and of course the negative here, which gives 1,000. And this is where Cindy writes -1 because you didn't put units. Ooh, what are the units? Milligrams, right? So in other words, if the rate is in milligrams per hour, the derivative, the antiderivative would just be in milligrams. I can fix that though. See, you'll think I don't have my units, but there they are. All right, and so again, good example of how to actually first find the antiderivative and then plug in using my fundamental theorem of calculus.